Are you going for something big and bold in the new year? I sure hope so. And if not, let's come up with something that is super exciting to you, because that excitement, that hope, that gets you out of bed in the morning. It gives you clarity and focus. So if you have some big goals, if you have some big intentions this year, A, congratulations, that's awesome. And B, I'm going to tell you why you don't want to go this alone, why you really need a community around you in order to level up. But first, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Kate Wood. I am a Christian life coach. I'm an emotional intelligence coach, a health coach, and some other types of coaches as well. I am also a mom of 5, and I love helping women overcome overwhelm, reduce their stress so they can live full out, authentic lives and more joyful lives at that. So let's hop right in. I've got 3 big reasons why you need a community around you, and a quality one, not just any old community, right? Why you need a quality community around you in order to level up. And honestly, they don't even need to be going for the same goal that you are. Sometimes it's almost better if they're not. It kind of depends on your personality. But number 1 is, and you may have noticed this, if you're around kind of average people all the time, and I'm not trying to put down your friends or your acquaintances or your coworkers, but if you're around average, it's really easy to just be average. Have you ever heard that saying? I'm going to really botch it. You become the average of your closest 5 friends. I don't know. I don't think they've actually researched that, but I do believe we often become like our friends. And a lot of initiatives, like weight loss initiatives, fail if you're the only one that's trying to lose weight and all your other friends are like, let's go out for drinks. Let's have ice cream. It's been a horrible week. If you're going for weight loss, you want to be around women who believe in you and who support you. If you don't want to be average, if you don't want to be like your run-of-the-mill person, or if you're looking at the people that you're around the most, I would list who the people are you're around, who you talk to and text the most, and say, hey, are their lives something that I would aspire to? And if the answer is no, then you probably want to think about adding some new friends in there whose life you're like, man, that's awesome. I would love to do something similar. This woman has so much energy and tenacity. This woman believes in herself and she believes in other women. That's the type of person you want to be around, right? Yes. Reason number 2, if you have like a dream in your heart, and awesome. That's a great start. If nobody really knows about it, or maybe only your spouse knows about it and nobody else knows about it, when things get hard, when things get busy, when you hit a roadblock, it's easy to let that dream kind of die a quiet death and to just kind of move on and forget about it. And if this thing that you're going for, this big thing, is something that's really on your heart and you care about, we can't let that happen, okay? We're not going to let it happen. And as a coach working with women, I will do everything in my power to make sure that you're headed in the direction that you want to be headed. Yes, sometimes we change course, but if someone tells me, I really, really, really need to improve my marriage, or I'm going to go back to school, but I need to figure out how to make time for my whole life to work. And later on, like, oh, maybe not. I'm going to be like, are you kidding me? Like, are you serious? Are we sure about this? Because if this matters to you, it matters to me. And I am going to fight for it as long as you're willing to fight for it too, right? I'm not fighting with you, but I'm fighting for you, and we're on the same team trying to get the same thing for you, right? And number 3, when you're in a community of women who are leveling up and who are used to trying for things, or who are ready to level up and try new things. Like I said, life happens, things get busy, you hit a roadblock. A group, especially if it's led by a coach who's skilled and has worked with women for a long time, like I have. I've been working with women for 20 years. They are going to see some things that you may not be able to see. I think one of the number 1 dream killers is getting in our heads, telling ourselves lies. We don't mean to tell ourselves lies. Sometimes we don't recognize that they are. And again, the dream kind of dies that slow, quiet death because we're all mixed up here. And it's easy to get mixed up here. I'm not trying to criticize you. Why do you think so many coaches work with mindset, right? Because we get messed up here. Now, I'm a little bit different because I don't just work with mindset. I work with the whole person, spirit, emotions, and physical body as well. So I hit all 4. But that's why so many people are in love with mindset, because it matters so much. But a group that loves you and a skilled coach is going to be like, hey, we're seeing a pattern here. When you get really tired, you want to give up. If things get really busy, you get overwhelmed and you shut down. We can see different patterns like that. If you hit a roadblock and you're in a group of people who are like, I'm leveling up, it is likely that there is a woman in that group who has overcome that roadblock and might be able to give you a few pointers. We can recognize limiting beliefs. You believe that it's true, and other people around you are like, I don't see that. If you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so obnoxious and bossy, and I could never do this thing because people don't like me. And there's a group of people that really like you, they're going to tell you, wait a minute, you can do this. We actually all really like you, and you are a very likable person. Here's your strengths, ABC. Let's capitalize on that. And then again, if you have some mistaken identity or limiting beliefs like, I'll never make money, I could never be a success, I'll never be a great mom, my marriage will never be close and fun. Any of those things, there's no way I'm going to let that go. If you want a wimpy coach, it's not me. And I'm not going to be mean. I speak the truth in love, but I'm going to be like, do you really want to believe that? Is there something else that could serve you better? What is this belief causing? How does it make you feel? How do you feel it in your physical body? How can we let this go and bring something new and better and more truthful in? So you want all those things. You want to be around people whose lives that you admire and wouldn't mind having. Not that you're going to switch with them or that you have exactly the same goals. You're like, yeah, they're living a really great life and they're doing a lot of things right. We want those dreams to be public, at least within this community, so that we can hold you accountable. We can make sure that you don't give up too easily. We help you shift and change as things need to happen so that those goals really do take place. I was going to say manifest. A lot of people don't like the word manifest, and I'm not using it in any unusual way, okay? Like coming to fruition. You like that one better? As a Christian, we tend to be more comfortable with that word. And then we're going to see your patterns. We're going to help you with roadblocks, things like that. So this is what is going on with Kate Wood Coaching. I have started a community of women who are ready to level up, who are not going to settle anymore, who maybe don't know exactly what they want to do. Some of them do. Some of them know exactly what they want to do and they're already in the process of going for it, but they want to make sure they finish their race with joy. Because as we all know, if you have a big goal, if it's going to take a good chunk of time, energy, money, heart, soul, sweat, we can get tired. We can get discouraged. And these are women who are like, I'm going to keep going. But I need my sisters in Christ to boost me up and encourage me on those hard days. And so that's what this community is for. If it's a monthly membership, I think you're going to want to be in this. If you're leveling up and you are a woman who likes to be around other strong women who are also believers, and you want a coach leading the charge who is going to teach you amazing principles so that you can live that life that you were created for, living a vibrant life, living a full out life, this is for you, okay? And if you're like, Kate, that sounds great, but I'm just a little bit tired and a little bit overwhelmed right now, my specialty is working with overwhelmed women, okay? So we can bring you out of the overwhelm so you can figure out what the heck you want and you can go for it, all right? Does that sound good? Thank you for joining me today. Please go ahead and check the show notes. You can find a link to join up for the Mighty Hearted membership. There's also a place there where you can sign up for my newsletter so you can get weekly encouragement. Obviously, I love to encourage women and I'm a little bit excited about it. I'm a lot excited about it. Have an amazing week. Go for it, right? What are we waiting for? We have one go around on this earth. And we only have so many years of life where we have energy, where we're like totally physically able to do it. So now is the time. And if you're going for something big, you're going to want a supportive community. If you don't already have it, I invite you to join us in the Mighty Hearted membership. Take care.